Happy Friday. I am coming to you from my new phone holder, which means I get to be hands-free, and I really love it. So I wanted to talk to you today about a buyer's agency and what that actually means in the real estate world. It can be sometimes confusing when you're starting to look for a house. Do you need a buyer's agent? Can you represent yourself? You can. It is a lot, though, and I think it's smart to pair yourself with a buyer's agent who you trust, know, like, and trust, or somebody that sort of you have good vibes with, because that person is going to do a lot on the back end to support you. But how do you find a buyer's agent? You probably know a real estate agent. There are a lot of us out there. But if you don't know, and let's say maybe you use a particular platform to search for houses, and you find one that you like on, a platform, maybe something, let's just make one up. We'll call it Willow. If you're using Willow to search for a house and you click that button that says contact agent, it's going to send you to a buyer's agent, somebody who can represent you if you decide to put an offer on that home. So not the agent who is listing the house. So that's one really critical difference. And you want your own agent. You don't want someone who's listing the house. You want your agent because they're going to have your best interest at heart. The person who's listing the house, their fiduciary responsibility is to the person who is selling the home, the seller. Now, when you meet a new buyer's agent, they should be asking you to do a couple of things. The first thing is to sign something called a disclosure of agency. So that looks something probably like this. There's a lot of words on here, but basically what it does is reviews the different types of agents that there are, and then you would sign the document saying hey, this person is acting as a buyer's agent. And if you want to take a look at that document, I'd be happy to send it to you. It's pretty much just hey, I'm telling you who I am. If the agent doesn't ask you to sign that, that's a red flag right out of the gate. You want to make sure that that person is disclosing their agency relationship to you so that you are clear on how they are representing themselves. The next step in that process is that you are going to allow that agent to show you a home, probably. If they ask you to sign a contract right away, hey, I want to be your buyer's agent, let's sign this before we've ever looked at a home together, I also think that's a red flag. Now, if you know this person already, then fine, great, do that. That'll be fine. But if you don't, say through Willow, you get an agent and they say, hey, I want you to sign this contract and work with me for the next year, maybe consider asking them if you can just sign a property showing agreement. So that looks like this. It's a little document, and all it says here is that you're the buyer agreeing to let the buyer's agent show you this one property and only this property, and there's no money or compensation that will change hands as a result of that. This is kind of like an interview process in my mind. I do this for the first few houses that I show people because I want them to get to know me, and I want them to make sure that I'm the right buyer's agent for them. If after we've seen a couple of houses and they're feeling good about my vibes and I'm feeling good about their vibes, then you can discuss an actual buyer's agency contract where you would make that relationship official. So it's important to know the difference between those things and kind of how that all plays out. And if you have questions, find an agent that you know, like, and trust before you start looking for a house, and just ask these questions. I would be happy to talk more with anybody who is curious or thinking about buying in the next several years, about what good questions to ask an agent and how to kind of get a feel for who might be your best partner in this very sometimes long and stressful process. You want somebody you really trust. So that's kind of the overview of buyer's agency and how that process can look. Be careful of Willow. You want to find an agent you know personally. So, okay, have a great day. And if you have any questions about real estate, I'm here for you.